Hello all, welcome back to the channel. So today we can check how to create an employee details Crud operations using C# and Application and SQL Server. So we are trying to create like this one form. It will contains name, date of birth and gender. Whatever we can select male or female, and the department will load like this in the combo box, and here salary button is there. Salary text box, we can enter the salary details just like, and we can save this data, update and delete this data using this grid view. So whatever we are adding this data, it will show inside this grid view, and we can select that data. Okay, just we can check. Test data 1 to 3 and select date of birth is 2005, female, HR, salary is 8,000. Just save this data. Employee saved successfully. Then we can display the data here. And if you want to edit this data, and we need to update to 8,500, and we can update the data. All these data we can try to achieve through C# and SQL Server. Okay, C# Windows application and backend is SQL Server. Just Crud operation. Okay, so we want to create two tables. Just we want to add some employees data, and we want to retrieve that data. We want to update the data. We want to delete the data. Okay, so in that case we needed two tables. That is, one is department master and the other one is employee master. Department master contains ID, integer, and name, department name. Okay, and the employee master contains ID, that is a primary key. Okay, and name, date of birth, gender ID, and department ID. Department ID is the foreign key of this table. Okay, and gender ID we can give just some values. Okay, and the salary column. Okay, so that's our requirement. Okay, we can start. So first we can go to SQL Server. We want to create two tables. Okay, so connected. So here we can create a new database. Sample table. Okay. Now we want to create two tables. First we can create a department list. So you can come here, create new table. That is ID, type is integer, and next name, value name is varchar 100. Okay. Okay. Then we can set this department ID as set primary key. Okay. And here we need to increment. We need to set the identity also. Okay. We need to increment automatically. So that is yes. Save the changes. The table name is department. Department master. Okay. Just refresh the table. Okay. Now we are created department master. Select the star from department master. Okay. Now we want to create employee master. Okay. Second employee master. So here we can come new table ID int name equal to varchar 200. Next we want date of birth DOB. DOB, that is the date. Next we can give an gender ID. Gender ID we can give the string and department ID. That also int next salary. That we are doing numeric 18 comma so okay. So here also we need to set the primary key and we need identity also. Okay. And here we need the department as foreign key relationship. So here we can give the relationship, add relationship. Table we can give primary key table is department master ID, and in the foreign key table department ID. Okay. Then we can save these changes. We can give an employee. Okay, we can save these changes. refresh the tables. Now we are getting employee masters. Okay. So identity also there, and we are given that foreign key relationship also. Okay. So okay, fine. So we created whatever the tables we are created. Okay. Now we can go to Visual Studio. We need to create one new project. So here we can give and create new project, and here we can give an Windows Forms C#. You can select that, go to next. Here we can give an employee details, Crud Operation. Path we can change, we can select C#, create a new folder, task 2. Okay, now we can go to next. So it is a .NET 8. Okay, create it is just loading. Okay, now we are on Windows Forms. Okay, so first we want to add something. Okay, okay, first I will add one group box. Okay, and in the forms we can change this caption to employee details. The group box is changed to employee. Now we want to add some data. We can give on here one label that so normally we can give on only first name. Okay, and next we want to add text box. Okay, that we can give on the name like employee name. So here we can give on text name. Okay. Next, we want date of birth. So just we can just run this. Okay, now it is just loading. So you can go to box. You need to add data picker. And this name we can give on to date. So copy that and paste here. You can give on date, date of birth. Okay. So you can give an date of birth. In the group, we need to just give some color. Okay. So in the background color, you can give some text color. Okay. And in the form, we can give some other color. Okay. Now it's okay. So in the group, we need to add some more font size. We can just increase that font size. Maybe just bold, and we can give them around 16. Okay. The other element we can give on 10 only. Okay. So this okay. And in the date of birth, we need to give like format. We need to give short only. Okay. Okay. Now it's fine. Okay. And next we want gender. Okay. So gender we have no table, so we can just give one some radio button, or combo box also we can give one, but we can try with some radio button. Okay. So radio button, that is made only. Here we can copy paste. That is gender. Okay, this size also we need to reduce. Okay, so here font we can select to turn only. Okay, so that's mail, and this name also we can give some proper name. Okay, so radio button we can give an RB mail. Okay, copy this, paste here. Here we can give an RB female. Okay, and the text also we need to change. Okay, here we can come here, scroll down, so we can give an female. Okay, so we created radio buttons with the name of RB male, and the male is RB male and the female is RB female. Okay, that's fine. So next we want department. Okay, so department is coming from the database and it is loading to our form. Okay, so here we need one combo box. Okay, here we can paste that. We can name like department. Okay, you go to format, then dust, then bytes we can do. Okay, next we want combo box. You can drop this combo box. So in the combo box we can give a name CMB department. And so okay, for this one, so we can give one turn only. Okay. And okay, so we added department, and next we want salary one text box. Salary, copy text box and paste here. Here we can recess the text box, and here we can give an salary. Okay. Okay, now we added the name, date of birth, gender, department, and salary, everything. Okay, now we can add some button. We can come here and paste this. Okay, that is the button. Here we can give one button save. Save. Size is equal to 12. And we can give one back color, for color, so we can change. Okay. Okay. And okay, now we are added some backlog. So we can give one Control C. Primary level, we can give one. So button save we added. Next, we need to give button delete. Next, we can give one clear. Okay, sorry, we need to give one more button. Update also we can use some other button. Okay, so here we can give one button update. And here we can give update. So that's fine. Next, we can copy this. We need to clear the form. Paste that. Here we can give a clear. We need to clear all the forms. Okay. So here button clear. Okay. So these things, we can save the changes. We can just run our project. Okay, now we are getting some information, right? We can given the date of birth and email we can select. We can select only one only. Okay. And department characters in our data. Okay, no problem. So okay. Mm, So first we need to just clear these data. Okay. So here we can give text. name.text is equal to string.empty text salary dot text equal to string.empty and date time picker. That also you can give one good name. Here we can go. You can give one DT date of birth. Okay. Yes, MB department. That's okay, fine. DT date of birth dot text dot value is equal to datum dot now. Current date we are showing in that. Okay. Next we want. Okay. Okay, first level this much only. Okay. We can check. So here we will type something. And here we are changing something. Okay. And after that we are clearing. Then this need to be cleared and the date of birth to come to current date and the salary also clear. Okay. Okay, this is okay. So next we want to fill something and we are clicking the save button. This need to add to our employee master table. Okay. So before that we need to load this department from the database. Okay. So okay. So the first level we can load. So here we can create one more function. Okay. Private void load department. Okay. So here we need to select the department from the table. Okay. So before that we need to add some department to our department master. So here we can go insert into department master values. So department ID is identity, right? Yes, it is identity. So we need to give values only. Here we can give some marketing. Second, we can give HR. Something, whatever you can do, you can do. Here we can give some accounts. Okay. Now we select all this and we are trying to execute. 3 rows affected. We can go to the department master. So now we are getting 3 data in the department master, right? 1, 2, 3 marketing with our records that we need to display in this combo box. Okay. So first we need to view server explorer. Okay. We need to connect the server. Okay, just we can check. Here need to be load and mandatory is optional. Okay, okay, no problem. We can given the server name we can given. Okay, normally localhost will work. Okay, there is some configuration. Okay, now we are getting this sample DB. Can select test connection. We can just given test connection succeeded. Go to advanced. Copy the connection string completely. Okay, and copy that. And here we can give one string constants string equal to whatever we are getting there, that we can do here. Okay, and put one save. So we are getting the connection string. Now we want to connect with the SQL server. Okay, so that we needed SQL connection that is not showing. So we need the SQL connection. Okay, so here we can go tools, package manager for solution. System.data.sql. We can browse. We can, okay, here we can click this. Add this as a data SQL data client to this project. Okay, just install it. Apply. I accept. Now, okay. Go to the forms. Here we need to using system.data.sql client. Okay. Now we can use SQL connection equal to new SQL connection. Here we can given that connection string. We can put semicolon. No. So we just created a SQL connection. Okay. Now we want to open that connection. Okay. Connection dot open. Next we can use the SQL command. CMD is equal to new SQL command. Here we can given whatever our table and queries. Okay, so here we can given select star from department master, and we can use this connection. Okay. Now we can use SQL adapter ds is equal to new SQL adapter of the CMD. Now you can ds dot fill. We need to add this data to the data table. Okay, so here we can give data table using system dot data. So we'll get data table dt is equal to new data table. Okay, now fill the data. We are filling the data adapter. Okay, so now we can use CMB department dot data source is equal to dt. Save the changes. Copy this method and place it in the form load. Okay, and here we can put one breakpoint also. F9 we can put one breakpoint and just run this project. Now it is hitting here and we can check. Let us say anything happens or not. Connection open and department duty filling. Data set we can check. Okay, now we are getting 3 rows, but the system dot data rows dot use like that only it is coming. Okay, fine. No issues. So here we need to tell CMB department dot display member equal to, here we can give what is the department name. Okay, and CMB department dot value member is equal to ID. Okay, so whatever this means, display member name, because in the department table, department master table name. This is the name, right? So that we are attaching to here in the combo box, and whatever value combo box contains two values. One is the name and one is the value that is needed ID, this ID. Okay. So here, just save this project and we can, once more we can run. Now you can see we are getting marketing, HR and accounts. Okay. Okay. So what we did here, one constant string is there. Whatever we copied from this project, use server explorer, we will go and just copy that constant string. And after that, this SQL client is not there, so we imported that from tools manager. And new package manager we are added to our solution. Okay. And just we are given open that connection and we are adding the SQL commands, and we are given that query. After that, we are opening with the SQL adapter and fill this data to the data table. Okay, and the combo box dot data source is equal to this detail. Okay, that part we are done. Okay, so now we want to write. We have filled something here and we need to save this data. Okay, so here in this button save, we need to save the changes. Okay, so okay, here we can give an first we need to give some validation, right? So someone will come here and they are not entering anything and they are clicking. That time we need to show some messages. Okay, just example. Okay, they are not entered anything and they're just saving this data. So this blank data will come to database, right? So we need to avoid for that. So that's why we need to just validate it before saving this data. Okay. So in that case, we can go here, just a primary validation. Okay. Here we can give if text name dot text equal to string dot empty or text salaries. Also we can give text salary dot text equal to string dot empty. Okay. And one more validation, salary cannot be less than 0, right? So here we can do and we can just convert this data because this is integer type. So convert to int 32 text salary dot text less than 0, less than or equal to 0. Okay, that time we need to just send a message box dot show please enter proper values. then we need to just return this statement. Okay, we don't want to execute the lower part of this code. Okay, and save the changes. We can just check that first. We are not entering anything. Okay, we are trying to just save, then we are getting this. Please enter for providers. Okay, and we are just entering this, and here we are given just something sever or something. Okay, we are given just one, then it is working. Okay, I just fundamental validations. Okay, now after that we need to save this data. Okay, so we need to use the same connection things. Okay, so we need to repeatedly use this before we can create one function. Okay, said that we can use this, otherwise this code we can again use. Okay, so here we can use a private SQL connection. We need to return the connection, correct? SQL connection equal to open connection. Okay, here you can use this data. You can cut this, enter that, and paste in that method. Okay, so SQL connection is equal to open connection. Okay, here we can validate one more things. Use connection dot state not equal to open, then need to open this connection. And return that connection. Okay, and we need to use this open connection in our CMD. SQL CMD, we can just use open connection. Now we can just check it is loading or not. Any issues or anything? Now also it is loaded, right? So no problem. Okay. Now we want to use we want to add the data, right? So here you can use, you can copy paste this SQL commands. Okay, so here in this saving we need to create one SP. Okay, we need to save this data through SP. Okay, so we can go to the SQL Server and employee master table. Okay, we need to create an SP for create procedure employee master. You can give an add underscore employee master. Here we need to create all these values. Okay. So here we can run at the rate int at name varchar of 200, date of birth, date, gender ID, int at department ID, int at salary numeric. Writing also. Okay. And we can make as begin and end. So we need to insert to this table. Okay, employee master, copy that. Here we can give an insert into employee master values. ID. ID don't want, right? That is identity. So here we can give a name. Here we can give that name, date of birth. So now we are added. You can just execute this query. Okay, command executed successfully. We can just check our recipe is working or not. Secure first one, 2000, department ID 1, salary 1000. Execute. Okay, now we can execute this. One row affected. Self start from employee master. One data is there. Okay, now recipe is working fine. We can go to the code now. Here we need to add we need to call that sp here.